Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing, and this time around we're looking at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Zombicide pack number 2. This one has, I believe, Michelangelo and Raphael, the last two remaining turtles, and it also has Bebop and actually Rocksteady and Bebop. So let's get this pack open and let's take a look at all the cards that are inside the box. All right, so we've already opened up the side here. Let's take a look at the contents. And we already know that it's gonna come with stats to play regular Zombicide as well as Zombicide 2nd edition, which these are the cards for them. I'll have to open those up here in a bit. And then we have the weapons pack. We'll take a look at those. And then these are the big cards so that we could play regular Zombicide. Oh, that looks a little different. Look at a darker green for some reason. All right, let's take a look at the minis. We'll start off with Raphael. Get a little bit of a zoom in there, and as you can see, never fails that the detail on these miniatures are just fantastic. Mine looks like it's a little bent there, about a little heat gun or hot water that'll straighten that thing right out. But man, this is awesome. I love these figures. They look great, and I can't wait to get some paint on them, just so that way we can have some painted miniatures. Now, does that mean I'm going to paint all the Zombicide? I'll try, but I'm such a slow painter. I would need to really pick up on my speed painting. But here's Mikey, and Mikey looks awesome. Last Ronin, for those of you who have read that series. Oh man, that would be awesome if they ever did a Last Ronin miniature. That would be so cool. Hopefully Asmodee will do something with that. That'd be nice. And man, look at that detail. It's just so cool. So good. More like it. It looks fantastic. Here is Bebop. Got a little, looks like a stick with some nails on it, and then he's got a little shank, or no, chain. It looked like a shank, but no, it's a chain. But even he is extremely detailed. These miniatures are just so awesome. If you can find them online, I know they're not cheap, but the figures themselves are just really, really well done. And you would definitely get your money's worth out of these guys. And last but not least, we have Rocksteady. And there is Rocksteady in all his glory. He's got his little pistol there. And I think that's a pistol. I can't really tell what that is there, or an axe. Could be a pistol. But he just looks so top heavy also. He is full of guns. Look at that. He's got freaking AK-47 back there. And he's got looks like some mutagen. There's a little mutagen canister there. Really, really cool. All right, let's take a look at the cards. Okay, so here we have Michelangelo. He's got his 5 inventory slots. He starts off with Taunt. And let me get a little zoom in here. He starts off with Taunt in the blue. Once he reaches the yellow, he gets that +1 action just like everybody else does. In the orange, he's gonna have +1 die roll for melee, so he's gonna hit a lot better. Or you can choose Bloodlust melee. Again, I'm not too sure what some of these abilities do. In the red, which is the final level that he would reach, he can choose from +1 free combat, so he can receive a free combat action of his choice. He'll get or lucky, or he would get the +1 die combat. Row 6 +1 die combat. I don't know what that is. Interesting. And that is Michelangelo, and there he is right there. All right, let's take a look and see what Ralphie is. Mr. Ralph is +1 die to his melee, so he strikes really hard with an extra die. +1 an action. He also has his 5 slots. Once he hits orange, you can choose +1 damage in melee, or once again he gets Bloodlust as well. Wonder if that's maybe rerolls. And once he gets to the red, he could choose he gets a free melee action, or he becomes a barbarian, or he can get the Reaper combat. So very interesting abilities that Raphael has as well. And then here we go with the two brothers here, Bebop. Bebop has +1 damage right off the back when his melee attacks. He gets the +1 action as everybody else does. Once it's in the orange, he'll get a free melee action, or he can choose Bloodlust. A lot of Bloodlust in this box, jeez. Okay, and then as for the last one, you could choose he gets a +1 die in melee, or he gets a free move action, or he can get a +1 die roll in his melee, which is really, really cool. It sounds very Bebop-ish. And then for last but not least, we have Rocksteady. Rocksteady's more of a shooter, gets a +1 die in ranged, gets that +1 action. Once he's in the orange, he'll either choose a free ranged attack action, or he can charge. And for his last abilities, he would get either a free combat action of his choice. He can go full auto, or roll, I don't know what that is, roll 6 +1 die combat, so I'm not too sure what that is. I guess on a roll of a 6 or something, but I'm not too sure what that is. But there is Rocksteady in all his glory, and this is all the cards for first edition. And then here are the weapons sets. Looks like we're gonna have Raphael Sai. Looks like he's got a little ability there, +1 die to another equipped melee weapon. So I'm guessing you can combo with this one. Yeah, sure enough, as long as you have an additional hand weapon, you're gonna get a +1 die to another equipped weapon. So you're looking at 0 range, 1 die to hit, hits on 3s or better, and does 1 damage. But if he's equipped with another melee weapon, he's gonna get an additional +1. So whatever the other melee weapon, you're gonna be able to add an additional die to that attack. Of course, you get 2 of those because you can dual wield. And then we have Mikey's nunchucks. Oh, and that other one was silent, like most weapons are silent when you kill them, a zombie in hand-to-hand. Nunchucks, just a 0 and just in close combat. Gets 3 dice, hits on 3s or better, and it does 1 damage. And you can actually combo with this weapon, so rolling 6 dice, 3s or better, and you get +1, and you get that 1 damage. And here we have the second edition cards. And as you can tell, they have the 3 wounds and compared to the 2. And then Raphael will have the +1 die in melee. Once he gets to orange, he gets that +1 action. And it looks like a lot of these cards are going to be pretty much the same as the first edition. He has Bloodlust or +1 damage roll, depending on the orange. The red, he'll have his +1 free melee attack. He'll either choose Barbarian, Reaper. So one of those 3 actions or abilities is what you're going to be able to choose once you've reached that level. And here's Michelangelo, and same thing, 3 wounds. He does that taunt. He has the +1 action when he reaches yellow. And then you just choose, once you're orange and once you're in the red, +1 die to the melee attack or Bloodlust, +1 free combat action. He's got that lucky, or a roll of a 6, he gets +1 die combat. I really don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out once we start using these characters. And a lot of these are just the same. It's just either first edition or second edition. Oh, I'm surprised he only has 3 wounds. I thought for sure Bebop and Rocksteady would have 4 wounds, just because of how beefy they are. +1 damage in his melee. He's got that +1 action. 1 free melee action once he gets to orange or Bloodlust. And then once he's in the red, he gets that +1 die in melee or an extra move, or he gets a +1 die rolls in melee action or melee attacks. And then we have Rocksteady, and same thing. Rocksteady only has 3 wounds. So the only guy that has 4 wounds in these 2 sets is Krang. He has that +1 die in range. He has +1 action once he gets to yellow. And then he has the free range or charge, whichever you prefer. And then he has 1 free combat action or full auto, or roll 6 and +1 die in combat. All right, and then of course you got your spiffy pictures in the back. You got Bebop, you got Rocksteady Bebop. Really cool looking Mikey, and then Ian, really cool looking Raph. And that's pretty much it. That's this whole box. This is pretty much both box sets already done. And like I said, I ended up picking these guys up. I paid a pretty penny. Don't get me wrong, they are expensive, but man, these minis are they're so cool. I really needed them for this game, and this game has been a ton of fun. So if you guys have not tried Zombicide out, I would definitely give it a shot. Which one, I really can't tell you a preference, just because I don't have all of them. I only have the first edition, with maybe thinking about getting second edition, just because these guys are able to play in the second and first. But I mean, if they're able to, if I can use them in first, there's really not really a reason for me to get a second edition, but only time will tell. But these are the minis, guys. Any questions, feel free to comment below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and also subscribe so that you guys can continue to see the content that we're putting out. We're continuing to put more stuff out, Zombicide for sure, and other games, as we do play a ton of different games on this channel. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Take care and keep rolling your favorite dice, and don't forget to always paint your walls crimson. Take care.